Hello everybody, it's Sergio with Mobility Direct. If you're a larger adult shopping for a power wheelchair, you've probably already discovered something frustrating. Most power wheelchairs simply weren't designed with larger riders in mind. The seats can be too small, the footplates can feel cramped, the ride quality can be rough, and some models struggle when you start climbing hills, riding across grass, or spending long days outdoors. In today's video, I'm going to show you what I believe are the 5 best heavy-duty power wheelchairs of all time. Not just based on specifications, not just based on weight capacity, but based on real-world performance, reliability, comfort, serviceability, warranty support, and the feedback we've received from thousands of customers over the years. We're going to count down from number 5 all the way to number 1. And make sure you stay until the end because our number 1 pick surprised even me. It's a chair that combines portability, power, comfort, travel friendliness, and off-road performance better than anything else we've tested in this category. Also, pay close attention throughout this video because somewhere later on, I'm going to put a hidden message on the screen. The first 50 people to spot it will gain access to an exclusive discount code that could save you big on your next purchase at mobilitydirect.com. Now, before we get started, if you'd like a free copy of our product catalog, simply visit mobilitydirect.com and click the green Free Catalog button at the top of the page. We'll mail one directly to your home free of charge. Inside, you'll find our latest products, educational resources, discount opportunities, and information about the products we're discussing today. If you'd rather speak with a real person, call the number below and one of our non-commissioned mobility experts will be happy to help. We're licensed as a medical equipment provider, we're A-rated with the Better Business Bureau, and we'd love the opportunity to earn your business. One more thing before we jump into the rankings. At the end of this video, we're going to put all 5 power wheelchairs side by side in a comparison chart so you can compare things like weight capacity, drive type, suspension, portability, seating options, and travel range all in one place. That way you don't have to memorize every specification as we go through the list. Now let's get started. Coming in at number 5 is the Pride Mobility Jazzy 1450, which supports up to 600 pounds. Now this chair isn't the newest model on today's list. In fact, it's one of the oldest designs we're discussing. But there's a reason Pride Mobility still builds it. Simply put, this thing is a tank. The Jazzy 1450 has earned a reputation as one of the most dependable heavy-duty power wheelchairs ever built. It's exceptionally well constructed, incredibly durable, and backed by Pride Mobility, which many people consider the most trusted name in the mobility industry. One of the biggest reasons this chair made the list is the incredible amount of customization available. There are more than 20 seating configurations available. Depending on your needs, you can get seat sizes all the way up to an incredible 32 inches wide by 28 inches deep. That's one of the largest seating platforms available on any power wheelchair sold today. It's also one of the most comfortable seats I've personally ever tried. It also features a huge footplate that provides plenty of room for larger riders, premium suspension for a smooth ride, and enough power to confidently handle larger users without feeling strained. Pride also includes a rear hitch receiver, which allows you to install accessories like rear baskets, walker holders, oxygen tank holders, and many other useful accessories. For many users, those accessories make day-to-day life much easier. Now let's talk about the downsides, because that's what we do here at Mobility Direct. We don't just tell you what we like about the products we sell. We tell you what people don't like too. And honestly, there aren't many negatives when it comes to reliability. The biggest downside is simply the size. This thing is huge. Using it in tight hallways, small apartments, crowded restaurants, or compact retail stores can be challenging compared to some of the newer mid-wheel drive models on today's list. It's also extremely heavy. If you're thinking you're going to throw this chair into the back of an SUV or pickup truck, think again. Most people who transport a Jazzy 1450 will need a heavy-duty vehicle lift because this chair was never designed to be portable. The other thing worth mentioning is that it's a front-wheel drive power wheelchair. Now, some users absolutely love front-wheel drive because it performs well outdoors and climbs obstacles confidently. But others find it takes some time to get used to, especially if they're coming from a rear-wheel drive or mid-wheel drive power wheelchair. In fact, we've created an entire video explaining the differences between front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, and mid-wheel drive power wheelchairs. We'll put a link in the top right corner of the screen because understanding the pros and cons of each drive type can make a huge difference when choosing the right chair. All in all, if you're looking for one of the most durable, heavy-duty power wheelchairs ever built, with massive seating options, outstanding comfort, and industry-leading support from Pride Mobility, the Jazzy 1450 absolutely deserves a spot on your shortlist. But our next chair does something that very few heavy-duty power wheelchairs can do. It helps you reach things again. Coming in at number 4 is the Merit's Vision Super P327. And if you've been looking for a heavy-duty power wheelchair with an elevating seat, this chair is in a category all by itself. Most power wheelchairs with elevating seats max out around 300 pounds. The Vision Super supports up to 400 pounds while still offering one of the most capable elevating seat systems available today. And that's exactly why it earned a place on this list. Now, if you've never owned a power wheelchair with an elevating seat before, you might not realize how much of a difference it can make. Being able to raise yourself higher allows you to reach shelves more easily, access countertops, sit closer to friends and family at eye level, and simply regain a level of independence that many people miss after losing mobility. The Vision Super isn't just about the elevating seat, though. It's also one of the best performing heavy-duty power wheelchairs we've tested. This chair features a mid-wheel drive platform, which gives it an incredibly tight turning radius. For indoor maneuverability, it's outstanding. Whether you're navigating your home, shopping centers, grocery stores, or restaurants, the Vision Super feels surprisingly agile for a chair in this category. Another thing I really love about this model is the suspension system. Combined with the large 12-inch air-filled drive tires, the ride quality is absolutely excellent. The suspension absorbs bumps while the pneumatic tires help smooth out imperfections in the terrain. The result is one of the smoothest riding power wheelchairs on today's list. And unlike many elevating seat power wheelchairs that are primarily designed for indoor use, the Vision Super performs exceptionally well outdoors. Grass, mulch, gravel, inclines. This chair handles them all without hesitation. It's a very capable machine. Merit's Health has also been building high-quality mobility products for decades and has developed a reputation for manufacturing dependable, long-lasting equipment that holds up extremely well over time. That's one of the reasons we've continued to recommend this model year after year. Now let's talk about the downsides, because every product has them. The biggest limitation of the Vision Super is going to be the seating options. While the chair supports up to 400 pounds and offers an excellent elevating seat system, the elevating seat configurations generally max out around 22 inches wide. So if you're looking for one of the ultra-wide seating configurations available on something like the Jazzy 1450, this probably isn't going to be your best option. The other thing worth mentioning is portability. Like most full-size heavy-duty power wheelchairs, this isn't a travel chair. While it's easier to transport than a Jazzy 1450, you're still looking at a substantial piece of equipment that wasn't designed to be folded up and tossed into the trunk of a car. But if you're looking for the best heavy-duty power wheelchair with an elevating seat, I honestly think this chair stands alone in its category. Coming in at number 3 is the Pride Mobility Jazzy Evo 614 HD. And if the Vision Super is the king of elevating seat technology, the Evo 614 HD is what happens when Pride Mobility decides to build a luxury heavy-duty power wheelchair. To be completely honest, this was one of the hardest chairs on today's list to rank because it does almost everything exceptionally well. This chair represents the next generation of heavy-duty power wheelchairs. One of the biggest reasons it earned a place on this list is its lithium battery technology. Lithium batteries offer longer life expectancy, faster charging, lighter weight, and outstanding efficiency compared to traditional sealed lead-acid batteries. And because of that, the Evo 614 HD offers some of the best travel range you'll find in this category. If you're the type of person who enjoys long rides through the neighborhood, spending all day at festivals, fairs, parks, or even going camping for a weekend where access to charging might be limited, the Evo 614 HD is one of the best options available today. But the battery system is only part of the story. What really impressed me about this chair is the ride quality. The Evo features premium suspension components combined with perforated tires that absorb imperfections in the terrain before they ever reach the rider. The result is an incredibly smooth ride. Honestly, it feels like you're floating. Whether you're crossing sidewalks, parking lots, paved trails, or rough pavement, the suspension system does an outstanding job. And then there's the seat. The captain's seat on the Evo 614 HD is easily one of the nicest seats available on any power wheelchair today. The moisture-wicking materials help keep you comfortable during long rides. The contrast white stitching gives it a premium, automotive-inspired appearance, and the overall fit and finish simply feels luxurious. In fact, one of the things I love most about this chair is that it doesn't look like traditional medical equipment. The matte finished color panels, modern styling, and unique color options make it one of the best looking power wheelchairs on the market. This thing turns heads. The Evo is also a mid-wheel drive power wheelchair, which means it has an exceptional turning radius. Indoor maneuverability is fantastic. Whether you're navigating tight hallways, shopping centers, restaurants, or your home, the chair feels responsive and surprisingly agile. And because it's built by Pride Mobility, you get access to one of the largest dealer and technician networks in the country, along with a free 1-year in-home repair plan that can be extended for additional years of coverage. To be honest, this was one of the hardest chairs on today's list to criticize. Most of the trade-offs aren't really negatives, they're simply design choices. If you're looking for a folding travel chair, this isn't it. If you're looking for an ultra-wide 32-inch seating option like the Jazzy 1450 offers, this isn't it. But if you want a full-size, heavy-duty power wheelchair with outstanding comfort, exceptional range, incredible ride quality, premium styling, and some of the best technology available today, the Evo 614 HD is extremely difficult to beat. And that's why it earned the number 3 spot on today's list. But what if you want something completely different? What if you want a heavy-duty power wheelchair that folds up, travels easily, and still supports riders who need serious weight capacity? That's where our number 2 pick completely changed the industry. Coming in at number 2 is the Pride Mobility Jazzy Carbon HD, and I truly believe this chair changed the industry. For years, larger riders had to choose between portability and weight capacity. You could have a heavy-duty power wheelchair, or you could have a lightweight folding travel power wheelchair. But you couldn't have both. Then the Jazzy Carbon HD arrived and completely changed the conversation. This chair supports up to 400 pounds, folds for travel, weighs just over 30 pounds without the battery, includes full suspension, and offers one of the most comfortable seating systems you'll find in a folding power wheelchair. Nothing else on the market combines those features quite like the Carbon HD, and that's why it earned the number 2 spot on today's list. When most people hear that a power wheelchair supports 400 pounds, they immediately assume it's going to be huge. Then they see the Carbon HD. The folding design makes it incredibly practical for travel, road trips, cruises, and everyday transportation. Whether you're loading it into the back of an SUV, storing it in a closet, or taking it on vacation, the Carbon HD makes life easier. The seat is also surprisingly comfortable. A lot of folding power wheelchairs sacrifice comfort to save weight. The Carbon HD doesn't. The seat is wide, supportive, and comfortable enough for extended use. Then you add the full suspension system, and the result is a chair that rides significantly better than most travel power wheelchairs we've tested. One of the biggest compliments we hear from customers is that the Carbon HD doesn't feel like a typical folding power wheelchair. It feels much more substantial, much more stable, much more refined. And that's exactly what Pride Mobility was trying to accomplish. Now let's talk about the things I don't like. First, I think Pride missed an opportunity with the battery. The standard battery that comes with the chair is not TSA approved for airline travel, and honestly, I think that's a mistake. This chair was clearly designed for travelers. It folds, it's lightweight, it's easy to transport. It's one of the most travel-friendly heavy-duty power wheelchairs ever built. So I would have loved to see Pride include a TSA-approved battery as standard equipment. Instead, you'll need to purchase the airline-approved battery separately. And at the time we're filming this video, that upgrade costs more than $500. The other limitation is terrain performance. The Carbon HD performs exceptionally well on pavement, sidewalks, airports, cruise ships, shopping centers, and everyday environments. But it isn't the chair I'd choose for rough terrain. The drive wheels and casters are relatively narrow compared to the larger chairs on today's list. So when you start getting into deeper grass, rough gravel, loose dirt, or uneven terrain, some of the other chairs we'll discuss outperform it. That doesn't make the Carbon HD a bad chair. Far from it. In fact, for many people, this will be the perfect power wheelchair. If portability, convenience, travel, and comfort are your priorities, this may very well be the best chair on today's list. But if you're looking for maximum capability, bigger tires, more outdoor performance, and a chair that can truly do it all, then our number one pick takes things to another level. And before I reveal it, remember what I mentioned earlier. If you're trying to keep track of all these specifications, don't worry. At the end of this video, we're going to put all 5 power wheelchairs side by side in a comparison chart so you can review everything at your own pace. Weight capacities, drive types, suspension systems, travel range, portability. We'll put it all in one place for you. Now let's reveal the number 1 heavy-duty power wheelchair of all time. Coming in at number 1 is the Majestic 440 HD. And if you've been paying attention throughout this video, you've probably noticed a pattern. Every chair we've discussed excels in a specific area. The Jazzy 1450 is the tank. The Vision Super is the king of elevating seat technology. The Evo 614 HD delivers luxury, range, and premium comfort. The Carbon HD changed what people thought was possible from a folding, heavy-duty power wheelchair. But the Majestic 440 HD combines the best parts of all of them. That's why it earned the number 1 spot. The first thing that makes the Majestic so impressive is the fact that it supports up to 440 pounds while still maintaining a folding design. That's already an incredible achievement. But unlike many travel-focused heavy-duty chairs, the Majestic doesn't stop there. It features larger, wider drive tires that dramatically improve performance on rough terrain. Grass, gravel, dirt paths, campgrounds, uneven surfaces. This chair handles them with confidence. In fact, if you enjoy outdoor adventures, camping, parks, festivals, flea markets, county fairs, or simply spending time outdoors, you'll immediately notice the difference between the Majestic and many other folding power wheelchairs. The larger tires provide better traction, better stability, and a smoother overall ride. Another thing I really appreciate is the battery system. Unlike the Carbon HD, the Majestic includes a TSA-approved airline-friendly battery as standard equipment. And honestly, that's exactly how it should be. This is a folding power wheelchair designed for travel, so having an airline-approved battery included from the factory is a huge advantage. What's even better is that you have options. If you're planning to fly frequently, use the standard TSA-approved battery. If you're looking for maximum range and don't need airline compliance, you can upgrade to the larger battery option and dramatically increase your driving distance. That flexibility is something a lot of users appreciate. The seat is comfortable, the controls are simple, the folding mechanism is easy to use, and despite being a heavy-duty power wheelchair, it remains remarkably practical for everyday transportation. This is one of the few chairs that genuinely feels like it can do almost everything well. Travel, outdoor use, everyday errands, vacations, cruises, theme parks, long days away from home. The Majestic handles all of it. Now, is it perfect? No product is. The Majestic is a little heavier than some ultra-lightweight folding power wheelchairs. And because of the larger tires and heavier duty construction, it doesn't feel quite as featherweight as something built strictly for travel. But that's also the reason it performs so much better outdoors. In my opinion, that's a trade-off worth making. If you're looking for the best combination of portability, weight capacity, outdoor capability, airline friendliness, comfort, and overall value, the Majestic 440 HD is the chair I would choose. And that's why it earned the number 1 spot on today's list. Before we wrap things up, let's put all 5 chairs side by side so you can compare them for yourself. At this point in the video, we'll display a full comparison chart showing weight capacity, drive type, suspension, travel range, portability, seating options, battery type, and other key specifications so you can easily compare everything in one place. Take a moment to pause the video if you need additional time to review the chart. Now before we go, I'd love to hear from you. Which one of these chairs would you choose? Do you currently own one of them? What do you like about it? What would you change? Leave a comment below and let us know. We reply to comments within 1 business day, and your feedback often helps us decide which products to review next. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Not only will you be notified when we release future comparison videos, but you'll also gain access to some of the most detailed educational mobility content available anywhere online. We have thousands of videos covering power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, repairs, maintenance, buying guides, product comparisons, and real-world testing. We also have a forum, FAQ library, blog articles, podcasts, and a team of non-commissioned mobility experts standing by to answer your questions. And if you'd like to support our mission, consider shopping with Mobility Direct. Part of every purchase helps fund our giveaway program and supports our efforts to give back to the disabled community. You can also help by sharing this video on Facebook and telling others about our channel. Together, we can help more people stay mobile and maintain their independence. And if you spotted the hidden message somewhere in this video, congratulations. Follow the instructions on the screen to claim your exclusive discount opportunity. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct. Stay mobile, stay independent, and I'll see you in the next video.